Hello, welcome to your video on order of operations. This is also known as PEMDAS. You will be able to use order of operations correctly to solve mathematical problems. This is your I can statement. Vocabulary before we get going. We have to know some things about exponents. So here we have what is a base. It is the number that is going to be raised to a power. And then your example here would be the 8 in 8 squared. Exponent is the other one. This says how many times to multiply the base. Your example in x squared is the 2. It means you're going to take 8 and multiply it twice, so 8 times 8. You might also hear the word power be used for exponent. How do you write exponents is your first question. I'm going to give you a list of a few. So on the right hand side, you're going to want to make this chart and give yourself some room. First one we have is going to be 2 to the first power. The verbal expression is just that. We're going to write it out. 2 to the first power. Numerical expression, that means how many times are we multiplying that exponent? We're just multiplying the base one time, so it's just going to be 2, which means our value is 2. Another one, 2 to the second power, has two verbal expressions. It's called 2 to the second power, or it is 2 squared. And you'll sound smarter if you use 2 squared. Numerical expression, that means we have 2, the base multiplied twice, so 2 times 2, the value of that is going to be 4. Alright, let's add some more in here. I'm going to make this a little smaller so I can fit. Another one. 2 to the third is the next one. Say it just like that. 2 to the third power. Or 2 cubed. Sounds smarter if you say it that way. This means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So the value of that one is 8. You can also do this with variables. So I'll give you one last example. Last example, b to the fourth power. So you would say it just like that, b to the fourth power. Numerical expression means we have b times b times b times b. Value, we can't really give it a value right now because you don't know what letter that is for, so we're going to leave that blank for now. But that's how you can do that. Alright, 2 practice questions for you. This is your turn. Go ahead and answer, and then pause, and then turn this back on when you're done. Make sure you are doing both the verbal form and the numerical form. Alrighty, here are your answers. 3 to the 4th power is how you would say it. And then 2/3 cubed, or 2/3 to the 3rd power, are how you would verbally say those. And then your answers are here. Please make sure you're marking on your paper whether you got these right or wrong. Next question, what is order of operations? Just a super speedy fast review for you. The P stands for parentheses. Okay, but it actually is just any grouping symbol. So what that means will be parentheses are included, brackets, and absolute value is also considered a grouping symbol. E is exponents. MD is multiply and divide. And remember, that is the important part there is that it's left to right. And then we have adding and subtracting last. And again, that one is also left to right as you read the problem. How do I use order of operations now that you know what it is? Here's the first problem. I'm going to give you 2 only. First one, 6 minus 2, parentheses, cubed, divided by 2. We're going to use what I call a PEMDAS pizza. So you're going to do one step and then rewrite everything else. First step is going to be the P parentheses, which is just grouping symbols. 6 minus 2 is 4. I'm going to rewrite everything now. Now, you can leave in the parentheses here. To play it safe, you keep the parentheses, especially if there's negatives. But in this case, I don't need them, but you can use them. Next, after the parentheses is exponents. 4 to the 3rd power is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. And then rewrite everything, so 64 divided by 2. 64 divided by 2 then is 32, and here's kind of where you get your pizza looking problem. Next one, 2 to the 4th power minus 1 all over 5. Okay, this one, because of a fraction, it's a fraction. You're going to follow order of operations in the numerator, you'll follow order of operations in the denominator, and then at the very end, you'll divide the 2. So that's something that I would put in your notes. So here we go. There aren't any parentheses, although this division sign is kind of like a grouping symbol, which is why you're going to do all of the numerator things, all of the denominator things, and then divide at the end. So exponents is next. 2 to the 4th power is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which ends up being 4 times 4, which is 16. So I'm going to now rewrite this. And it's a little bit hard to make a PEMDAS pizza, but we can do it. So this now becomes 16 minus 1 divided by 5. Okay, we're still not done with the numerator. 16 minus 1 is 15. Denominator stays there. Now I'm all done, and now I can simplify this, which would just give me 3. Alrighty, 2 practice problems for you. Your turn here. Go ahead and answer them. Make sure you're making a PEMDAS pizza as you're working. And then turn on the video when you're all done. Alrighty, here are your answers. Number 1 is 27, number 2 is 17. If you got those right, make a note. If you got them wrong, make a note. Be ready for class. This is the end of your video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.